Okay guys, so let's talk about the season 1 finale of Arrow. First, I just want to kind of give a few general thoughts about this show and about this kind of first season. Looking back, I think Arrow was one of the shows that I was most excited about this season. Like when I saw the previews for it and heard about it, I was super excited to see this show. And I feel like when the show started, like earlier on in the season, it did not disappoint. Like I was super excited. And then it was like, it went on its kind of winter break and it came back from winter break and I was just kind of like, what happened? What happened to my show? I feel like when they came back from winter break, all of a sudden there were just tons of filler episodes and like things were happening that I didn't care about, and it just didn't feel like the overall kind of story arc was moving forward at all. It just felt a little bit like they were stalling, you know, like to wait to get to the episodes that were going to take us through kind of the second half of the season arc. So I didn't love that so much. Like I'd say there were a good kind of 4 or 5 episodes in there that were just kind of like waste of space. But I must say, when we got to the second half of the season, like once we got past that hump, kind of the ball got rolling again and the show got good again, especially towards the end. I've really enjoyed the end of season 1 of Arrow. Now, kind of the big news of the season 1 finale is that we had a major character die. Tommy is no longer with us. He is dead. And funny enough, I mean, I guess not funny for Tommy, he was really kind of one of the characters that I liked the least. Between him and Laurel, there's kind of like a two-way tie. It was sad when he died, but if I'm being honest, I'm not all that sad to see him go. Now let's talk about Laurel as well, my other kind of least favorite character. And I really think that's because I just don't get the chemistry between her and Oliver. You know, like I get their story and I feel like they want me to like her, you know, and they want me to care that, you know, Oliver carried this woman's picture around when he was stuck on that island for 5 years, that I should care about that. I should care about the fact that they're trying to kind of rekindle what they have and that he loves her and she loves him. But I don't know what it is, you guys. I don't feel any chemistry between the two of them, and I don't really care. I am way more invested in the hope that someday, you know, there will be an Olicity relationship, that I will see Felicity and Oliver somehow come together as one. Please let it happen. Speaking of Felicity, she really has just been one of the highlights of this first season for me. I think she and Oliver are probably my favorite characters. I've enjoyed seeing his arc throughout this show, and I've enjoyed the surprise of kind of Felicity, and she's smart and she's quirky and she's spunky and she's sarcastic and witty, and I really enjoy her character quite a lot. So I hope we get to see more of her, and I hope we get to see more of them together. Listen to me, CW. Listen to me. You should listen to me. Obviously, the gist of the finale is you have Tommy's father, Malcolm, deciding he's going to destroy the Glades, and Oliver finally, you know, realizes what the plan is and the details of the plan, realizes, of course, that his mother was involved in this, trying to protect her family. And so the gist of the episode is Oliver and Diggle and Felicity and even Laurel's dad trying to stop him, trying to stop this plan. Something that was said in this episode that I thought was really interesting and also really felt like it held a lot of weight for Oliver's character and for kind of the arc of this story was something that Malcolm says to Oliver towards the beginning of the episode. So he's got him captured and he's got him hanging, you know, by the chain. And he's talking to him about the fact that he's beat him. So they fought twice before and each time Malcolm wins. And he says to him, do you know why that is? You know, like, you might be stronger than me, you might be younger than me and faster, but I'm winning. Why do you think that is? And Malcolm tells him it's because you don't know what you're fighting for and you don't know what you're willing to sacrifice. And I thought that was such an excellent point. And by the end of the episode, you get that Oliver understands that and realizes that he needs to have a reason to fight besides the reason that he's been using so far this season. And it just felt like that was a real turning point for him, and I was really kind of excited to see that. Eventually we do see Oliver finally beat Malcolm, and he ends up killing him to win. But in the end, we also learn that, you know, they deactivate one of the devices thinking that everyone's safe, but Malcolm actually had kind of a contingency plan. He had a second device, and so it does go off. And that's how Tommy ends up dying, which, if you think about that, is really kind of a twisted way for that family to end. You know, like Malcolm was trying to avenge his wife's death, and in the process he ends up killing his son. So it's just kind of sucky for Tommy. It was cool to see that moment between Tommy and Laurel because he dies because he goes into the Glades to try to save her. And Laurel, you guys, this woman drives me insane, as you know. I've already said that. But this whole bit where it's like, we feel the need to go to our little, like, law clinic in the Glades, in the hood, to save the document. And all I kept thinking is, everyone in this episode has told this woman, stay out of the Glades today. Do not go to the Glades today. Her father called her at one point and is like, get out of the Glades. Daddy, you're scaring me. Really? Why are you not listening? I don't understand what's so important in this dang law office that you know, these files, that I need to sacrifice my life for them. Oh, this woman, she drives me insane. So anyway, Tommy comes to try to save her when she gets stuck in the building, and in the process, you know, he ends up getting, like, impaled because the building things are falling and stuff like that. And then he and Oliver have this moment where he says goodbye, and it just was so sad, but it was good to kind of see Tommy get that closure. You know, he got to tell Laurel, like, I love you, and he got to say sorry to Oliver, so that was kind of cool. Overall, even with the kind of, like, slow filler episodes in the middle, I did enjoy the first season of Arrow, and I will definitely be back for season 2. I'm sure we'll have many more shirtless episodes. This is the most, like, this show, I've never seen people work out more than they work out on this show, and it just cracks me up. Anytime I see Diggle or Oliver whip that shirt off and start doing pull-ups, I'm like, I need to go to the gym, and here we go. It'll be interesting to see what comes next for Oliver. You know, I feel like he thought that once he dealt with Malcolm, once he dealt with that situation, that he was going to be done, but you know, come on, of course he can't be. So something else will pop up, some sort of other kind of big bad, and I just hope whoever the villain is next season, that he's just awesome and evil, and it'll be really good. So I'm excited for what's to come. Okay guys, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.